What's up, guys? HOTSHOTFRONTIER back at it again with another video. Today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about cards that you should buy before it's too late. And of course, guys, with Nats around the corner, some of these cards are very important, especially with the release of Fiendsmith and Infinite Forbidden. So, guys, let's get started with this one, of course. And we're going to start off with Fabled Glory, a card that is really important, and you need at least one copy if you're running the Fiendsmith engine. So, I would highly recommend you grab that common. It's about $7, and I did open the set, and I was like, I must have at least one, right? Nope, it was short printed, at least for me. So, a little unfortunate, but it's all right. I can just grab my copy for $7. I highly recommend you do that. If not, there's the max rarity copy, which is the dual terminal copy for $41. But honestly, I recommend you don't go that route because it is just overpriced with hype right now. Just wait. Konami might reprint this card, but it might take a while. So go ahead and just grab that common and move on to the next thing, right? So for the next thing, we have Dark Beckoning Beast. Now, if you are playing Sacred Beast or Yubel, you know that you need 3 copies of this card. And I want to point it out because the common from the structure deck, which was like 2 or 3 years ago, is now almost $4, while the ultra rare is $5. So at that point, grab 3 ultra rare copies and move on to the next thing. If you are playing Yubel, of course, because it's a very important card in the deck. Going on to our next pick here, we have the Kurikara Divine Carnate, a card that finally got reprinted in that nice secret rare rarity. Previously, it had the first secret rare printing from the Power of the Elements set. Then it had the ulti, which was high in price, of course. Now, this card is slowly going up. They start at around $4.50 to $5, and it is climbing because, again, it's a very important card, and you want 3 of them. So if you cannot main deck it, you put it in your side deck. And again, it's a very important card, so I would go ahead and just grab these now before it is too late, because once this set kind of goes, the next week, this card will definitely be around $10. So go ahead and grab your copies now. Going on to our next pick here, we have the Shining Star Dragon. So I really like this card. Not only is it more like Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's nostalgia for me, but this card's actually really cool in the fact that this can equal Calamity. And yes, I said that correctly. This equals Calamity. Pretty much, you can take a level 8 dragon synchro monster in your graveyard, quick effect on your opponent's turn, you summon that, summon this, and combine them into a Crimson Dragon. If you control a level 12 monster, you can go ahead and target that and go ahead and summon out your Hot Red Calamity. And I'll go further into that, guys, in another video. But it's a really cool card, plus that card on top of that cannot be destroyed by battle. So with all those effects, it's pretty amazing, right? I would definitely go ahead and grab it. It's under $1, and the quarter century secret rare is actually continuing to rise up. It's above like $40 right now. So someone is seeing the potential with this card, with low listings, by the way. Moving on, we have Substitute, a card that is at 1, and another card that started around the $4.50 to $5 range, and it slowly went up to like $7 bucks, almost $8. It's a great card, and in this rarity too, it's pretty cool. This didn't have many rarities. I think this is the first reprint of this card, really. So yeah, you definitely want to at least grab your 1 copy. It is at 1, right? If you're going to be using it in strategies that do use this card. And then we have Magician's Souls. So this, I've talked about this before. This is the Quarter Century Secret version. And why am I talking about this? The reason being is that all the other copies were around 17, 18 bucks. This came out around 17, 18 bucks. It's slowly going to about 20, 25 for good reason, because it's the highest rare copy. And at that point, you might as well grab 3 copies of this, because this card could easily go to 40, 45, 50 when people are going to be using it more. And for you to kind of get this low entry point and grab it, it's an amazing pickup for sure. Then we have Bonfire. Now, this is very controversial. I believe that if Snake Eyes gets hit, they will most likely just hit Bonfire, because you know how they are. Like with tier limits, how many balance did it finally take to bring tier limits down a peg? Right? They would just hit the little thing, non-essential things before they actually hit tier limit. With this, I know it's still technically like recent, sort of, but they don't really care about that. I feel like they would limit this card to 1 probably, right? So it's still usable, but at the same time, lowers the consistency of Snake Eyes, apparently. But I mean, for $40, kind of going over here to like $30, it is slowly like 33. It's slowly kind of like going down. down. That's why I think it's safe to buy at least one copy. But if you guys think that this is a better chance to actually go ahead and grab all 3 copies, because this card was above $100, definitely go ahead and do so. I don't think it's the wrong move. Just be wary of the ban list. Next up, we do have the Curry Photon. Now, this is a great tech card against something like Tenpai. Now, you pretty much send this card from your hand to the graveyard and pay half your life points. So it conflicts with D-Shifter, but it's pretty good because once you do that and you pay half your life points, you take no damage until the end phase, right? So Tenpai, no battle damage. I know half your life points is a lot, but hey, it's better than being OTK'd by Tenpai, right? And then finally, it has a Photon effect that's really only useful if you are playing Photon Galaxy. But this card's really cool and can sort of interact with the defensive engine as well. So keep that in mind. Next up, we have our daily reminder of get your infinite impermanences, because guys, it is going up in price. All the copies, kind of insane, but seriously, just make sure you have 3 for this format and all the upcoming formats. Now, we do have Santa Claus, a card that pretty much, you know, had gone down in price, but now it is slowly going up. It's a great card against certain decks, and it does interact with the Fiendsmith engine as well. And I know it's sort of like a little too late, but at the same time it's not, because this card can go even further in price if you want to just grab the copies. Personally, I would just go for like the ultra rare copy or the gold seeker rare, because at that point you're paying the same price for a common, so you might as well just get that little rarity bump, and you can probably just put them later. Next up, we do have the Archfiend Eccentric. This card's really cool. This card spiked a while ago. Now it's kind of just cooled off. And it's cool because it outs cards like Skill Drain and any problematic floodgates or spell trap cards your opponent controls. Just kind of place in the Pendulum Zone, target that card, destroy both those cards, and continue your play. And you know, with certain decks, you can use this as level 3. So pretty much, I just grab some commons just so you guys can have, just in case that day ever comes. You can put it in the side deck or even main it too. And then, guys, we do have the DDD Wave High King Caesar. This card, you guys know, hit a high of like $8, $9 during like Unchained format, where Unchained was going crazy after the support from Duelist Nexus. But this card's crazy in the fact that it can pretty much stop your opponent from activating an effect that says includes an effect that self-summons a monster. Really, I would go ahead and grab like just any copy of this card just so you can have it. You really only need one, but if you want to grab more copies to kind of just flip later, it's not a bad idea. This card is great, and I don't see this card getting a reprint anytime soon, personally. But guys, we do have one more thing here, and that is Heat Wave. It's a big thing. So because a few weeks ago, this card was the hype. It was a huge hype. It's still the hype because there's no other reprint, but this card was $17, $18. Now it's around $8. You see one for $6 here, the common. I think it might be the right time to actually pick it up. When we go to the Star Strike Blast, the rare, this one, not bad. It's like 8 or 9 lightly plays. That's pretty good with a card that we really don't know when it's getting reprinted, and it's a necessity at 3. So really consider grabbing that. I'm definitely gonna grab my copies, just so you guys know. But I think that that's all we have for today's video, guys. If I did miss anything, please let me know down below, of course, and just general feedback on these episodes. I always appreciate your comments. But guys, we're gonna go ahead and end this video. If you guys liked the video, make sure to give it a huge like, comment down below your thoughts, and of course, what did I miss on today's video? And if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on so you can update when I upload new videos. But guys, that's it for me. Hope you have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.